name was Rabbi Yehudah Kissos. Zecher Tzaddik Livracha. He was born in the year 1925. Passed away, I believe, first of all, Tavshin Memzain, 1987. So he would have been approximately, let's say, 62 years of age at the time he passed away. Now, he grew up from great rabbinic auspices, I think, or family auspices. His father's name, I think, was Harab David Kissos, very great rabbi. He happened to be, and his mother's name, I believe, was Rabbanit Chana, from the Ben Ezra family, respectively. He was born in the year 1925 in the city of Meknes in Morocco. He would learn Torah under the auspices of his father, Rabbi David Kissos. Now, I think we've mentioned him on various occasions before. He would write down various different Torah colossal works Rabbi David Kissos did, which we did mention, I believe, in a previous video. Most notably, his father's Torah colossal book was named the Shoshanim LeDavid, if I'm not mistaken, and the Kriyat David Chana. This was. Now, I think while he was young, sadly, his mother passed away, and I think later on, his father would get married to Marat Chavtsiba, if I'm not mistaken, happened to be the daughter of Rabbi David Chassin, if I'm not mistaken. And he would learn in Torah, Talmud Torah, while he was young, I think under the auspices of Rav Shmuel Talua, if I'm not mistaken, Yeshivat Keter Torah. And another great rabbi he would learn under auspices was Rabbi Yitzchak Asbag, another great rabbi. Now, I think come what year 1953, he was about 20, in his late 20s, that's age and time, who would get married to his wife, Rabbanit Penina, who was a daughter of the philanthropist, Rabbi Menachem Zaguri, respectively. They would go on to have 3 children. I'm not sure boys or not, or maybe it was more. If I made a mistake, please correct me. And very much he was a great rabbi of his time, which we did mention, I think, in a previous video. He was a Talmid and very close to the famous city's rabbi, Rabbi Raphael Baruch Toledano, another great rabbi we've spoken about before. He'd get an ordination to become a Shוחט, I believe, and was a member of the Chevra Kedisha of Meknes. You would found various different societies, I think, inside that specific vicinity. Now, most famously, I think he would found a Shuvu Banim, a branch of that, basically, and would be an educator over there. He would travel between various villages in Morocco and really bring out education for the youth committee over there, really try and inject them with importances in Torah and to improve them and to really strengthen the religious matters and education of younger men. I think it would serve as kosher supervisor also for a French shipping company on the Casablanca-Marseille line, I believe. Now, I think come what year 1956 it would have been, it was a big time period for him without that, because this period of 1956 would mark the move to Eretz Yisrael. He would live in Haifa, I believe, and work as a shochet and an educator over there. He would really do a lot of kiruv work, Mezakeh Rabim. He would learn, I think, in the Beit Began Batveria in Tiberias, and Givat Mora, I think, in Afula, respectively, and would help in found a Beit Knesset, a synagogue over there. Now, I think sadly he did suffer from health issues. It would result in going to the Rambam hospital in Haifa at one point in time, and there was health issues, unfortunately, and we've spoken about various rabbonim before, and sadly, occasionally, rabbis did suffer. I think it could be he lost his sight in one of his eyes, and he would go on to donate at around the same time period a Torah scroll to the synagogue. You can see it wasn't just a great abundance of kindness of all the Torah education he was giving. He was actually giving physical mitzvot items, seemingly, at that stage in time. So that we have to point out also. Now, he would, I think in the year 1959, his book came out called The Kol Yehuda. In 1967, the Lechem Yehuda will come out. 1976, the Mokoracha Baruch. And 1984, the Yehuda Ya'aleh book. And then last but not least, in 1987, the Shevet Yehuda book would actually come out. Now, he passed away and did suffer before he passed away. First of Av is this Elul 1987 we're talking about, as many as from the time of recording 38 years ago. The Imre Chen, Rabbi Hanania Vizgan, would, I think at the time, give him a hesped, if I'm not mistaken. Let's explore a few of the teachings from his book. I think, especially from the 64th page, from Mokracha Baruch, Melamed Shivarech Me'a Brachot Kol Yom, Levatel Tkiat Kaf Oivenu. Another teaching, Melamed Lishmo Musa, She'ena Kriya Meshachneat Yetzehara, Kamo Ashmi'ah. This very much comes from page number 34. Another teaching, Melamed La'atkil She'ya'alma Shtishra Abracha. What's that signifying? I think this is coming from 30th, 31st page, if I'm not mistaken. It's printed once again in the year 1976. So very, very interesting. One more teaching we can say from the Chacham Binyan Limud Torah. What does it say? Melamed be'ein yisod Torah yitmotet binyan hadit biyoter. It's another very, let's just say, important teaching over here, which we have to stress out also. Now, friends, we're a community here. We're learning about famous rabbis of yesteryear. If you descend from any of the great Chachamim we are speaking about, please send me an email. I would love to hear more information. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe now. We're nearing 7,000 subscribers. We want to get to this stage, hopefully, Be'ezrat Hashem, by the time period of just after Tisha B'Av. I think we can do it, that's for sure. A lot of fantastic feedback every single moment, every single day. I think on that note, I can wish you all a good night here, recording this from the city of Bet Shemesh. If you descend from any of the great rabbis we are speaking about, please send me an email. I would love to hear more information within regards to the great rabbi. So take care and be well, and thanks.